All right, next game up here, and this was just a blowout from start to finish. Man, oh man, Raiders at the Chiefs, and the Chiefs get the absolute domination win here, winning 48-9, folks. A 39-point win. That is truly embarrassing if you're the Raiders. And man, oh man, what do we do now? What do we do now with the Raiders? Because everybody was struggling. Derek Carr didn't look good. They fumble on their first drive, and it goes for the touchdown. Then they're punting and punting and punting and an interception and a fumble, and then their first points come at the very end of the first half, and it's only 3, folks. And that's what I don't get. What were they down? 21-0? 28. Oh my God, they were down 35-0. Down 35-0, and you kick a field goal on 3rd and 4 at the 7-yard line. There's 3 seconds left. A field goal's not helping you out, and I guess to get some points, to get some motivation heading into the locker room to maybe come back. I guess you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you go for the field goal, yeah, it's 3 points, but it's 3 points. That's not really making a dent into that 35-0 deficit. And then if you get the touchdown, okay, yeah, it's 7 points. That's good, but then we also need another 28. That's just a tie. And then if you don't get the touchdown, then you're like, well, now we got nothing. Now we are truly down 35-0. So, I mean, I guess we can't. I'm not going to weigh it too much that they went for the field goal, but it's just like, why? And then after halftime, they come out. The Chiefs do in a field goal and another field goal, so they're keeping up the scoring. The Raiders, their first drive, they go down and score a touchdown. It didn't really make it competitive at that point. But then the next drive they fumble, and the next drive they fumble. So it's just really bad offense here by the Raiders, and classic Raiders over the last 3 years. Why we haven't bought the Raiders 100% this season, because we know this is the natural course of the Raiders, truly plummeting and floundering big time in the back half of the season. So, no believability, no buyability, no bettability at all on this Raiders team. Truly unfortunate. Rich Bisaccia, you didn't get your guys to go up and play this Chiefs team on the road. I mean, this was a big game for the Raiders in playoff positioning, still in the hunt for the wild card and all that, and a truly lackluster job getting absolutely smoked offensively, getting absolutely smoked defensively. It's just nothing great here, and it's truly unfortunate. We wanted to buy into Rich Bisaccia. We gave him all the benefit of the doubts. We were riding Rich Bisaccia for like the first 3 weeks because they were still putting up points, but that was just classic early Raiders. It wasn't Rich Bisaccia, so unfortunate there. Derek Carr, and he's a great quarterback too, but, we need to see wins. I mean, that's why, that's really what we need to see. We take the film with the stats. We don't just do one or the other, but we also need to see winning, and they don't win, so I don't care if you're good. That's why we don't like Kirk Cousins, because, yeah, the stats are amazing. They're immaculate. They're one of the best stats I've ever seen in the NFL consistently, but he doesn't win, so we don't talk about Kirk Cousins. We actively knock Kirk Cousins. Yes, the stats are good, but we have to see wins, and the stats here with Derek Carr overall are good, and once again, they're just not winning. So truly big letdown here by the Raiders to get absolutely blown out. They didn't need to win this game for us to kind of buy the Raiders. We just didn't need to see this right here, folks. So, Derek Carr, let's start here with the Raiders. He goes 33 of 45. 33 of 45. It's 73%. It's good. I love that. 263 yards, though, on 33 completions. I mean, now we're dinking and dunking. 263 yards, like we said. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Come on. Fumbling. He fumbled. Yeah, Derek Carr fumbled the ball. Zay Jones fumbled the ball. Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball. Josh Jacobs fumbled the ball. So was everybody offensively, folks. Josh Jacobs, the first one to fumble, getting off to the fumbling, kind of set the tone for the entire game. And games could be won and lost just like that, folks. That's why we break down these games in depth here, to see how the natural progression of a game went. And that's why when, the Bills and the Patriots the other week, went and played in what was the final score, like 14-10, low scoring game. And everybody, says, oh, well, these two teams are bad because they can't score the ball. It's just like, that's not it, folks. Some games in the NFL, that's how they go, folks. Whether it's a division rival or just a regular matchup, games can fall into a rhythm, into a groove, and that's just what happens. So got to break it down fully in depth. And just Josh Jacobs here coming out and fumbling the ball right from the get-go, that really turned the game right upside down. You gave the Chiefs, the home team, the 7-point advantage right off the rip, literally 17 seconds into the game. So unfortunate there. So everybody was fumbling. Josh Jacobs, 9 rushes for 24 yards, abandoned the run game because you got down 35-0. You had to do that. So nobody else was rushing. We had Derek Carr. Who was he throwing to? We had Hunter Renfrow, 13 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Renfrow really gosh dang consistent here for the Raiders, but that's all they have, man. Ever since the Henry Ruggs stuff, that's all they have. They haven't been able to get, Darren Waller the ball, and he didn't even play in this game, and that's another reason why this Raiders offense is a little lackluster overall. Josh Jacobs, second leading receiver, 5 catches, 46 yards. Zay Jones, 5 catches, 25 yards. Brian Edwards, 2 catches, 24 yards. Deshaun Jackson, 1 catch, 19 yards. Get that man involved into the offense. They need to start doing that more. Peyton Barber, 2 catches, 13 yards. And there's no reason Deshaun Jackson should have only had 2 targets in this game when Darren Waller is not playing. It should be Hunter Renfrow getting the 14 targets like he did last night, and Deshaun Jackson getting like 8 to 10 at minimum. So I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're just not playing to really their strength or what their team is. So lackluster performance by the Raiders all throughout. And then for the Chiefs, just, taking advantage of the Raiders' poor offense and doing their thing on offense. And that's all they did. Patrick Mahomes goes 20 of 24, only threw the ball 24 times. That's all they needed to put up 48 points. 20 of 24, folks. Amazing completion percentage, 83%. Fantastic. 258 yards, slinging it around, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He fumbled but didn't lose it, so we'll look the other way. The rushing game, they got Derek Gore going, 9 rushes for 66 yards and a touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 10 rushes, 37 yards, 2 tugs. And Patrick Mahomes running 4 times like we know he can for 20 yards. Yes, sir. And then who was Patrick Mahomes throwing to? Well, usual suspect right at the top. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches, 76 yards. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 59 yards. Darrell Williams, 3 catches, 31 yards, and he scored a touchdown. We had Brian Pringle, 1 catch, 28 yards. Travis Kelce being held to 27 yards, folks. 3 catches, 27 yards. And if you told me Travis Kelce had 27 yards, coming into this game, I'd be like, oh, well, they probably lost. But here they are putting up 48 points because of the Raiders' offense being so gosh dang garbage, turning over the ball. Derek Gore, 2 catches for 23 yards to round it out. And Josh Gordon getting into the mix. Yes, sir, the Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 9 yards, and he scored the tug, folks. Yes, sir. Love seeing Josh Gordon out there. Was targeted 3 times. We'll probably shout him out on our Wednesday film study. Love seeing Josh Gordon back in the league. Stay off the weed so you can stay in the league and try to help this Chiefs team win a ring. Because if Josh Gordon gets a ring, folks, I'd be fine with that. Absolutely. So Chiefs get the dominant win here, 48-9.